Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at what's in store today. So the next main part of the Diablo questline is going to be live from the 12th of September. Now this is going to be the Crucible of Justice chapter for the Diablo Immortal main questline, and this will be available to anyone who's already completed the Southern Dreadlands main quest and basically has already got through the storyline to the furthest point possible. So I'm quite excited for this. A lot of people love the game for the lore. That is what keeps a lot of the original players here. So let's take a look at everything else that is coming with this update on the 12th. After retrieving the angelic sword Eldruin from the Dreadlands, you've been tormented by your inability to wield it. A torment is now taking on a life of its own. The Sword of Justice rejects the darkness that's crept into your body and your mind with the shattering of the Worldstone shards. To contain the evil festering within and to prepare your confrontation with Diablo, you must travel to the icy, beast-ridden cold isles and fight for your very soul. Now, I'm using this imagery from the Tempest patch notes, as this is Pelgain, which was also referred to as the Cold Isles. So I'm guessing that the dungeon or zone, whichever we're going to see first, maybe we'll see both, is going to be something like this, which I'm super excited for because it's quite different to what the other zones look like in game. So I thought here I would refer back to the 2024 roadmap that we saw earlier in the year, and you can see here between July and September is the new dungeon updates, and then October to December is new zone. So this is why I mentioned I'm not sure if this is going to be a new zone yet or if it's going to be a new dungeon. I guess we'll have to wait and see when it goes live. However, I'm hoping it is the latter and that we're getting the new zone a little bit early, because it's always nice to explore something different, and I am always really into the main storyline in game as well. You can also see here on these tabs for July to September and October to December, Worldstone Quest Part 1 and Worldstone Quest Part 2, so this is super exciting. So we also have the new Vanguard co-op mode, and this looks a little bit different to what we've seen in-game before. So let's take a look into this. Hordes of implacable enemies by way of Lidwinter Woods have amassed. As you look out at the seemingly endless rank of invaders, their lust for power becomes palpable, and you quickly realise they will not waver easily, and weigh your options. To overcome such insurmountable odds, you must band together with other warriors. Together, you have a shot at fending off this gigantic threat to Sanctuary. Vanguard is a new co-op activity where you cull foes in parties of 4 across various objective-based runs. The objective your party is tasked with depends on the Vanguard difficulty tier you're playing on. In total, there are 5 objectives, some of which will only unlock in higher difficulty tiers. Objectives may be tasks like escorting an artifact, felling a Halikri boss, or halting a Shardborn invasion, all to the tune of vicious demons clawing at you from every direction. So I actually really like the sound of this game mode. I'm not sure if it will give warband points, but it does sound like something that could be fun to play with your warband, and it definitely sounds interesting with having different objectives, because this means that it changes it up a little bit instead of it being the same thing over and over again. Leading on from this, hellish power ripe for the taking. New tools are at your disposal to help you rise to the challenge ahead. Vanguard boasts mode-specific skills that will kick your character's build up a notch, with the strength of these skills upgrading by playing more Vanguard. New Halikri affixes place the formidable, sweeping attacks traditionally wielded by Halikri bosses into the palm of your hand. These affixes can be found on offhand and main hand items that you'll receive as rewards for completing Vanguard runs on its highest 2 difficulty tiers. Halikri affixes can be used anywhere in Sanctuary. So this sounds like it's going to be super interesting. So new affixes on a specific gear for this mode. So, and the fact that you can use that all over Sanctuary as well, I'm guessing that's basically new magic attributes or magic affixes on the gear. So I'm interested to see what that's actually like when it's live in game, because at the moment it sounds quite ambiguous. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have 3 new legendary gems landing, so let's take a look at these in a little more detail. Kicking off with the new 5-star gem, Wolf Heort. Dealing damage grants you Savage Heart for 6 seconds, causing your attacks to mark enemies. At 5 stacks, the marks are consumed and slash the heart of the enemy, dealing 95% base damage plus 385. Savage Heart also causes you to howl, granting 14% increased attack speed to you and nearby allies for 3 seconds. Savage Heart cannot trigger more than once every 20 seconds. So that sounds like it could be a really powerful gem for PvP, especially if you manage to get a high quality one and upgraded to rank 10. Next up we have the 2-star gem, Cold Confidant. Dealing damage summons a pillar of ice at an enemy's location with life equal to 500% of your maximum life. Enemies near the pillar are chilled and dealt 85% base damage plus 344 each second. The pillar persists for 6 seconds or until destroyed. Cannot occur more than once every 20 seconds. Again, this sounds like a really good gem for PvP, especially at that 500% of your maximum life. If you have a lot of life and you use ruby gems in your build or have high rank ruby gems, this could be super powerful and also really annoying for enemies in PvP. Lastly, we have the 1-star gem, Entropic Well. Increases skill damage by 18% and increases skill attack speed by 4%. So for a 1-star gem, it sounds pretty basic, but actually this could be really good, especially if you are free to play. And I definitely am going to probably test all 3 of these gems out if I can get a decent quality 5-star Wolf Hilt. However, the 2-star Cold Confidant and the 1-star Entropic Well sound like they could potentially be really good gems also. Now, to support the new 5-star gem, we have Modify Your Drop Tables. So from the 12th of September at 3 AM till October 3rd at 3 AM, players will have the option to enable Modified Drop Table for their legendary crests when running Elder Rifts. Once enabled, whenever you receive a 5-star legendary gem as a drop, there's a 50% chance it will be Wolf Hilt. So this could be really good if you don't like the gem or if you do like the gem, depending on which crests you use. Obviously, if you use Eternal crests, you will have unbound copies of that gem if it drops, or if you're using legendary crests. I'm kind of bummed out. I've just used my legendary crests this week, but it is what it is. So yeah, save your crests for this and try out your luck. Hopefully you'll find the new gem. So I hope you've enjoyed this sneaky little look at what is to come. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comments below. And for now, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.